Have you ever wondered why you keep missing the crypto pumps? Let me show you how I'd make my first $100,000 in crypto in this bull market if I had to start over from scratch. This video is a free course on crypto and meme coin trading. What's going on, guys? It's Ken here. I've been a crypto trader and investor for over 8 years now. I've traded through brutal bear markets and insane bull markets over the years. I've made over $1 million in profit. I've also lost money in almost every single way in crypto. I've turned 5 to 10K accounts into 6 figures multiple times, and I've also helped a lot of traders do the same. And I'm here to show you some real game right now. I'll show you how to stop being an exit liquidity for everyone else, how to spot plays before they moon, how to turn this rare crypto window, which happens once every 4 or 5 years, into actual cash in your pocket. And yes, I will show you why meme coins are the biggest money printer for retail in this bull cycle. So this video is all for the new traders out there and for the ones returning back from 2022. And look, this isn't the same as the bull market before. Crypto is back. People are still making life-changing money again. 100x, 500x, 1000x returns are happening at this current moment. However, for most people, they are stuck in a buying loop. They're stuck buying the top. They're bag holding trash. And they're blaming the market while insiders are laughing their way to the bank. Here's the unfortunate truth about crypto. The market is really designed to transfer money from the uninformed to the informed. So if you're not connected, if you're not prepared, if you're not dialed in, then you're just someone else's exit liquidity. But if you know what you're doing based on what I show you in this video, this is perhaps the easiest money you will ever make. And that's not an overstatement. That's coming from somebody that's been in this industry for over 8 years. And I will tell you, this is one of the biggest opportunity that happens once every 4 or 5 years in crypto. And if you're able to capitalize this, because crypto rewards those who work, if you're willing to get the setups right, do real research, tap into the right groups, you can turn this window into the easiest 6 figures you will ever make. And I want to be clear here. Meme coins are the weapons for retail. They either wrecked you or you can use them to your own advantage. No other sector lets you flip $100 or $1,000 into multiple 6 figures. You just can't approach it like a gambler. You need a system, and I'll show you right now. And so step 1, you need the right setups. Forget your phone. Do not trade on a phone. This is like driving a Honda to an F1 race. A phone is simply not fast enough for you to beat other traders, because the name of the game when it comes to meme coin trading is speed. You need to use a PC or a laptop, ideally multiple screens if you can. You need tabs open for research, tabs open for charts. That's pretty much it. Simple. It can be worth thousands of dollars, or you can lose thousands of dollars because of it. Second, you need a Solana wallet. I recommend Solflare. I believe it's one of the best wallets out there. You can go to solflare.com. Once you go there, click download now. You can use a mobile app. However, being on a PC or laptop is way better than being on your phone. You're gonna download the extension. I'm on Brave browser right now. I'll add to Brave, add the extension. From there, I'll go, I need a new wallet. It will give me this 12-word recovery phrase, and I will save this. And here's a security tip. You want to save this offline, ideally on a piece of paper where nobody else has access to, or an offline phone, a phone that you don't normally use to get on Wi-Fi or any apps. Because if anybody else has this seed phrase, they can steal all your money. So this is one of the most important things when it comes to wallets. You're gonna copy that, you're gonna save my recovery phrase, and then you're gonna paste those numbers again and click continue. You're gonna need a password for your wallet. Whatever password you want works. You're all set. And then from there, your wallet should be up and going in the extension. You're gonna click next, explore now. Now you are going to fund it with Solana, because in order to buy meme coins, you need to use Solana. And I'm talking about the meme coins here that are top performing, meme coins that are high volume. You want to really be staying on Solana in this bull market. And so if I go in tokens, I'll click buy Sol. You can pay here using a debit card, credit card, Google Pay, Apple Pay, Revolut, Skrill. 4 years ago, they did not offer this solution. You had to go on an exchange and buy it with your bank account. Now it's easier than ever. And depending on what your currency is, you could buy $1,000 worth of Solana. Click buy Sol. And after that, it should send the Solana over here to your main wallet. Next, what you want to do is you want to set up your trading tool. You want to use a trading software in order to make trades insanely fast. Ideally, ones with filters, ones with low gas fees, and ones that will show you new meme coins that are trending and are newly launched the moment they appear. And so right now I'm on Axiom.trade. This is the one I recommend. There's plenty of other ones, but these guys are constantly developing, constantly making their product better. This is why I love this platform. You're gonna click sign up. The link is also below to use my referral code. And if you use that, you'll get bonuses and discounts off trading. And so you can enter any email you want. If you didn't click my link, you can use my referral code, which is Ken Oracle, and sign up. It will send you a verification code, enter a password, and from there, it will give you a recovery key just in case you lose access to your email. As I said again, every time you get a recovery key, you want to keep that in a safe place, preferably an offline place. All the tutorials are here on how to use it. Next, what you want to do is you want to grab the Solana that you have on your main wallet on Solflare. You're going to hit send. You're going to copy this address right here that it gives you from Axiom, and then you just want to hit the send and send all your Solana. Now, I'm quickly going to show Axiom. That way you know how to navigate in this platform so that you can find some meme coins. You're going to go and filter. You're going to cross off Boop, Radium, Believe, Jupiter, Launch Lab, Meteora, Moonshot, Moonit, and basically just only have Pump and Bonk on. The reason why is because these two are one of the biggest platforms platforms where meme coins are launched on. Every single day, they do hundreds and millions of dollars worth of volume. For the top 10 holders, you want to put a minimum of about 20. For the metrics, you want to go in volume and you want to put in $10,000 in volume. For the market cap, also $10,000 in market cap. And the reason why I put these numbers is because it will filter out all the garbage. That way you're not left confused, and hit apply all. And so that's for the discover. Those are the coins that are brewing up right now. Now you can go on the pulse section of Axiom, go and filter again, do the same exact thing, and only select pump and bonk. Again, top holders, minimum of 10. Metrics, I'll put a minimum of 10,000 volume. Market cap, a minimum of 10,000 market cap as well. And I'll hit apply all. And I'll do it again for the final stretch and migrated. And so right now, what we have here on the pulse section, we have here on the top little left corner right here where it says 0.01. That's how much Solana I have ready to automatically buy. And so let's say you only have 1 Solana. You definitely want to be putting your buys to 0.01. If you have 10 Solana, perhaps 0.1. The value of that is somewhere between $1 to $5. And I know that's a small value, but the name of the game when it comes to meme coins, especially when there's so many out there, is you want to buy as many meme coins that fits the criteria of what I'm about to share in this video. As you see, if I hover my mouse right here, it gives me that blue button, 0.01 Sol. If I click that, boom, transaction confirmed. And that meant that it bought the coin. And so that took less than a second. And that's why I love Axiom, because it's fast and you can pretty much buy as many coins as you can without wasting time. And so here are some important things to look at when you are looking at Axiom. This on the left right here, it says 25%. That's how much of the top 10 holders hold the supply. So altogether, the top holders of this project hold over 25% of the supply. Now, keep in mind that one of those top holders is a DEX, an exchange, in which they're supposed to have most of the supply because people are trading on them. Ideally, the lower that percentage, the better. And that's why if it has like, let's say 1 digit, it's going to list it as green. Anything over than 10 to 20%, I believe, is red. DS right here means the dev sold. That means the owner of the project sold. This could be a good or bad thing. It can be a good thing if it's a community meme coin because the owner then doesn't hold a lot of the coins. However, you want to keep in mind that the owner can have multiple wallets in which it's not connected. Snipers holding, you want to be looking at 0%. It's those people usually with bots and they were able to get in as soon as it launched, meaning that they're looking to sell it for a very quick profit. If you look at this section right here where it's a ghost logo, it says insiders holding. This is basically wallets that are tied to the main wallet. And so if I created a coin, and so if I sent some tokens from my wallet to a friend's wallet, that friend would be considered an insider because my main wallet in which I made the coin with has interacted with my friend's wallet. And when I mean by friend, it could literally mean another person or my own wallet. And so that's what you have to keep in mind. Ideally, 0% insiders is great. 5% is decent. The more insiders are holding it, the scarier it looks. On the right side here, it says bundle holding. What this means is that a lot of wallets bought in at the very beginning before it launched to artificially pump the price. Usually it's a set of wallets that most of the time the developer has control of because they want to get it running because it's a way of pumping the price and getting others to buy it. You ideally want it to be the lowest number possible. 0% is ideal because that means it's less manipulated. When it comes to a meme coin, you want the buyers to be equally distributed. And so that means that most of the concentration should not go on the top 10 wallets. The owner should not have more than 4% of the supply. There should be ideally no snipers. Insiders should stay as low as 5%. And the bundle should be close to 0%. And of course, you don't want to rule out every project that doesn't have those green lights because in the beginning, it may look suspicious. However, as soon as those numbers align, as soon as they balance out, as soon as they get lower, then that's when people usually start to buy in. And so what I look for here are projects that are actually doing volume because volume means price action. Price action means there's a lot of people looking at it right now. And that means it has the potential to keep going. And so that's practically a quick overview on Axiom. I do recommend Axiom because it's just going to save so much of your time when it comes to researching coins, finding the new coins that are out there, filtering through all the garbage. It's going to allow you to buy almost instantly. On Pump Fun or Bonk Fun, it may take 10 to 20 to 30 seconds to buy a coin, but on Axiom, it takes less than a few seconds, perhaps less than half a second. And so use my referral code below when you sign up. That way you save some money on fees. Now, step number 2 is you want to get in the right networks. Look, if you want to make some serious money in crypto and keep it, you cannot do this alone. You need to be in the right networks, in the right places. However, most people can never get in. This is why most people will miss a lot of crypto meme coin plays, especially the ones that send it really hard in the beginning. Oh, there's so much insiders. All these KOLs are pumping and dumping. That's because those people are in the right networks. Being in the right networks in crypto is a cheat code. And these groups are not just random chat rooms. They are filled with KOLs, founders, project managers, whales, experienced traders, basically people who move fast and are all in crypto. You could call them insiders if you may, because they know the information first before most people do. And when you get in these circles, you know about the pre-sales when it launched, perhaps some rumors about what meme coins are going to pump, and narratives before the masses catch on. And so that edge of being in the right network is literally the difference between a 2x and a 100x. However, here's the unfortunate truth about getting in networks. They're very hard to get into, but it's possible. Some of the best ones out there, you will never ever know unless you know somebody who's in that group. They're private, they're closed. And sure, there are a lot of free groups out there, but most of the free groups that you find right now on Telegram or on Discord, they're mostly just a lot of noise. You're just gonna be in a chat room with a trader like yourself, and obviously that's cool, but you do wanna be in a room full of people above you. You do not wanna be the smartest in the room. So how do you get in these groups? Again, it's gonna take a lot of work, but they are well worth it. Number one is you wanna give value first. Usually what you can do is you go on Twitter, you can find some micro KOL, somebody who has somewhere between 10,000 to 100,000 subscribers. You could shoot them a DM. You could share some real research with them. Maybe share some alpha with them first. Pretty much build a connection with them. If some of your alpha makes some money, they're gonna want more or where you got it from. And most of the time, if you're bringing in a lot of value to them, giving them alpha, giving them info, most of the time, they will shoot you an invite to their group. Second, as I said, you want to build a relationship with them. Scour Twitter, pick some influencers, some KOLs that are tweeting a lot about projects, maybe those who are involved in some projects. Make a list of about 10 to 100 of them. Comment on all their recent posts. Help boost their algorithm. Send them a DM. Send them some info, some alpha based on your own research. What will happen is you will start to get on their radar. And it doesn't take that long. Third way to get in these real groups is you want to build an audience. Again, building an audience will take some work. You have to make content just like how I am. And that's one of the main reasons why I make a lot of videos, is because I want to give value to the marketplace. I want to give value to the whole crypto ecosystem. And that's exactly how I've made a lot of great networks in all my 8 years of being in the space. Was because I gave value. And most of the time, a lot of people actually reach out to me because people want to connect with people who have reach. Fourth is you can build something. Again, this is hard work. You could build a software, an app. You could build a Discord community. Again, you want to build something that connects people with each other, that gives value to the community. You almost want to think of yourself as a meme coin, because if you were to pretend that you're a meme coin, your whole goal is to build community, because a meme coin whose community is growing, their market cap grows. The fifth way to get inside a group is to honestly, you could just pay. It's the easiest way to get in. And of course, the really good ones out there, you can't just pay. Sometimes they'll even qualify you. However, I have been in plenty of groups that I paid for, in which I have met other people inside that group that allowed me to get in more insider groups, because that's one of the easiest ways to get in a circle full of connected people. It's the same thing as in life. If you want to meet a lot of rich people, you have to be in an area in which there's a lot of people. Dubai, Miami. In crypto, you have to put yourself in a position to succeed. And whether that's hustling to get in there or paying your way to get in there, it's all the same. And so again, if you're serious about making money in crypto and you don't want to lose any place, you cannot go at it alone. Making money in crypto isn't all just about investing in meme coins, altcoins, or coin after coin. It's also about investing in yourself, and it's about investing in your network, because your network is your net worth. And I believe if you could take anything out of this video, it's this. It's about who you know and who you're surrounded with in this space. That is the highest ROI you can make in this game. Now, step 3 is how to spot winning meme coins. Now, a lot of traders make the same mistakes of buying garbage that rugs, or they hold bags that nobody wants, or they get stuck in dead communities. And unfortunately, a lot of meme coins do rug. However, the coins that you're going to end up catching once you figure out the system that I'm going to show you in this video are coins with viral potential. You're going to be able to filter out 90% of the scams, and you're going to ride the wave before it peaks. And so here is the criteria on how to find winning meme coins. Keep in mind that winning meme coins doesn't always have to check all these boxes. It can mean checking off a few of these boxes and the coin can still end up being a winner. However, the more boxes that it ticks off, the better chances you have of knowing if that meme coin has a potential to be a winner. And so here's how to do it. Number 1, does the coin have narrative? You want to ask yourself, is it hype worthy? And what I mean by hype worthy is, for example, there's a coin called Launch Coin. And what these guys did something different. And by the way, I don't hold any Launch Coin. I'm not shilling Launch Coin. However, what Launch Coin did differently compared to other launch pads out there is the fact that you can create a coin and launch coin by just simply tweeting. I don't think any project has done that. And I believe they made a shift at around this time frame right here. And once they did, hype started to pick up, and then bam, it took off. And so what I mean by hype worthy is that, does the coin have any characteristics of people getting excited about? Like, does it have some sort of tech or some sort of feature that people might get excited about? Is anybody else doing it? The second question you want to ask if the coin has narrative is it shareable? For example, for a project like Fartcoin, is that shareable? Absolutely. It's funny. It seems original. It also ticked off the box of being hype worthy. And so obviously it's shareable, but that's not just the case that Fartcoin became such a success. It had all the tick boxes that I'm about to share to you, which leads me to the third question to ask yourself if it has narrative. Is the project easy to understand? They should be able to understand the project off the first name, or at the very least off the one-liner description. Fartcoin is extremely easy to understand because of the name itself. The name is literally absurd that people saw it, they laughed about it, the hype caught on, and then more and more people bought. And the main idea you have to understand about meme coins is that you should not overthink them. If you see a meme coin that's funny based on its name or logo that isn't too vulgar, it may have the potential to be a sender, because at the end of the day, a winning meme coin is all about attention. It's all about virality. It's all about how easy it is to understand. Because as a reminder, meme coins are made for retail. They're not made for the smart traders, even though smart traders do buy meme coins, but they are made for the masses. And if the masses can understand it, you have to understand that most people in the United States have a reading comprehension level of an 8th grader. And those are the majority of people that are going to be buying meme coins. And so if you could ask yourself, is it hype worthy? Yes. Is it shareable? Yes. Is it easy to understand? Yes. Then it can possibly fit a good narrative. Now, the second category that you want to be looking at is if the meme coin has meta awareness. A simple definition of meta awareness is basically knowing what people are excited about and where money is flowing. Keep in mind that the more attention something has in crypto and really generally in life, the more value it has, whether it's bad attention or good attention. As they say, any publicity is good publicity. And that is in fact true in crypto. So for the meta awareness, you want to ask is it in a trending sector? And so if we look at the biggest market cap projects here, a lot of these projects are on Solana. Solana is a trending sector, but within Solana, there's also another sector called subsectors, because there could be AIs in Solana, there could be gaming meme coins in Solana, there could be more launch pads in Solana. And so if you find a meme coin in which it's on Solana and it's on AI, let's say AI was trending around that time, most likely that project is in the meta awareness stage. And so an easy way to find out what the trending sector is you could go on Deck Screener and go on volume and sort by highest to lowest volume. And ideally, it will give you the altcoins where a lot of money is flowing. And if you see a pattern, let's say this coin is AI, I don't have any idea about what these projects are. Let's say this coin was AI, let's say this coin was AI, let's say this coin was AI. If you spot a pattern on the categories of coins that have a lot of volume for the past 24 hours, it could mean that that sector is trending. You can also go in CoinMarketCap and go in the trending sector. You can sort by 6 hours. You can go in the filter section. You can categorize by chain, select Solana ecosystem and categories. You want to go all categories, apply. And so you can see what's trending right now. As you see, Trump, dog with hat, pudgy penguins, peanut squirrel. And so what I can see from here on the trading section on CoinMarketCap on 6 hour is there's a lot of meme coins coming right now. There's a lot of meme coins that are in the top 10 right now of this trending sector. We can also look at the 1 hour and see what's trending. Again, go in all chains, go in Solana, hit apply. And again, I'm starting to see some AI projects pop up. We could see virtuals. We could see Graphane. These are some AI projects on Solana, and it seems like they're starting to pick up right now. We can even go in the meme coin category. On the all chains, we select Solana, filter by volume as well. We could filter by the 24-hour percentage. And ideally, what we want to see here is these percentage, as long as they have decent sized volume, like 5 million plus, it will generally tell us what coins are pumping right now or what meme coins are pumping right now in the Solana ecosystem. So as we see Let's Bonk. We see basically a lot of the meme coins that pump in 2024. So this tells us actually that meme coins from 2024 are starting to pick up again, because most of these coins did launch in 2024. I don't see really many coins here that launch this year in 2025. And so that's how you know if a meme coin that you chose is in a trending sector or not. Now, of course, there are outliers. For example, a coin in the AI space, that could be the trending sector, like one of the founders from $1 billion company started that meme coin. That is a killer story because of maybe who founded it or the community behind it. And even though it's not meta, that coin has a high chance of popping off because of its killer story. And so again, to find winning meme coins, you have to make sure it has a narrative. Ask yourself, is it hype worthy? Is it shareable? Is it easy to understand? Do we have meta awareness checked off? Is it in the trending sector? What's trending at the moment? If you can answer yes to most of those, then you are much closer to finding out if that meme coin has a potential to make it big or not. Now, the third criteria is you want to find out if the project has community strength. It's simply finding out if that meme coin has great backers or support behind it. Now, you want to ask yourself, do they have an active Telegram or Discord or social media? And the easiest way to do that, if we go back on Axiom again, if we go in the Discover section, we see a coin here called Lore. What's your lore? If we click this two-person tab right here at the top, it will bring us to their Twitter. As you see, they have about 886 members on their Twitter account. And already I can start to see that people are actually talking about this coin. I can see the accounts of people that are tweeting about this coin. So if I go in this account, this coin is followed by some people that I know. It's followed by MoonPay, one of the biggest companies in crypto where you could buy crypto. So that's already a plus. We can check this guy as well. As you see, 38 people follow this guy. It's followed by James Wynn, one of the biggest traders out there. We're going to go in the verified followers list. We're going to go in followers that I know. It seems like this one is followed by some big people in the space as well. And so actually, I want to add on one thing. It's very important to be active on Twitter. You want to follow as many influencers as possible. You can screenshot this list right here and follow them. For example, like mine, it will show you verified accounts or big accounts that maybe you know of. If that account has mutuals, then that brings more credibility to the account. For example, the founder of Binance follows me. When people see that CZ Binance follows me and they don't know who I am, they will automatically assume or be very curious enough to know who I am. And so these are the things that you should be looking for when it comes to researching a coin's Twitter account. You want to see if the ones that are following them are some mutuals of yours. Chances are if there's no mutuals, then that coin really hasn't picked up traction yet. And so for the community, you want to find their Twitter account, their Telegram, their Discord. You want to ask, are people chatting about them? Are people talking about them. If it doesn't show exactly their Twitter, what you can do is you could go here on their main page, you could copy the contract address, you can go back on Twitter, you could paste that address again that you got, and it will show you here who's talking about them, the accounts that are tweeting about them. We can go on the account. This one, I don't know who he is. I don't have any mutuals with him. Mischief, I don't have any mutuals with him as well. So I don't know some of these accounts. However, in their community tab in their Twitter, I do know some of those people. Those are some well-known influencers in the space. If we go on the latest tab here, we can also see the frequency of the tweets. And so we can see however many tweets are coming out every single minute, every 10 minutes, every 20 minutes. And so it seems like there's a lot of people talking about this project. And by the way, I don't hold any lore. I have no idea what this coin is. I'm not shilling it, just giving you an example. Now, if you often see a lot of people tweeting about the coin and perhaps it's been active for over a day, that can go on with the next question. Does it have cult-like loyalty? Often, a coin that gets tweeted often usually has a loyal community. If you see they have Instagram, if you see they have other social medias like TikTok, and they're posting on those and they're getting comments, that's also a signal that they may have a loyal community, because a cult-like community means that your people will follow you wherever you go, whether that's on different social medias, different platforms. Now, the last thing you want to look at is the legitimacy of the project. If we find a trending meme coin right now on Axiom, we'll go on this coin right here called Wide Worlds. And if we go on the holder distribution, we can see here that it definitely does not look good, as you see from that chart. On the token info section, this 26% means that the top 10 holders own over 26% of the supply, which is not good. That means the holders are not evenly distributed. And so if we look some more on Axiom, we'll search some decent project market caps right now. We'll go on Deck Screener. We'll choose this coin called Altcoin. This one has fairly good distribution. If it's single digits, it's even better. Ideally, in the beginning, it's somewhere between 10 to 15%, because most of the time, those top 10 holders do start selling the bags. And once they do, once it gets to that single digit, the coin starts to run. You want to make sure the insider wallets are less than 5%. Again, what insiders mean is that those wallets have been sent tokens by the developer wallet or the owner's wallet. So those insider wallets could be friends, it could be partnerships. Insider wallets may not be such a bad thing if the project is transparent about them. Usually they'll just post that in their socials, their Telegram, their Discord. However, for most coins, insider wallets means that the owner of the project has control of those wallets, or it's a group of people looking to pump and dump the coin. Lastly, for legitimacy, you also want to look at snipers. You want this to be near 0%. 0% is even better, but you want it to be close to 0% as much as possible. Because if we look at the history of this coin right here, as we see, as soon as it launches, what those snipers do is they either have a mev bot. It's pretty much this software or bot that they spend a lot of money trying to be one of the first transactions. And usually snipers could be anybody. It could just be a straight up bot or a person looking to really get in as early as possible. And so you do not know who the snipers are. And usually a sniper's main job is to get in and get out. Get in at the launch and then get out maybe a few minutes, few hours, few days later. Snipers simply do not care about the coin itself. However, insiders do, maybe the top 10 holders do, but snipers, they do not care. As I said, there's other tools like Axiom that will show this. There's Deck Screener. Personally, Axiom is my favorite because it has all in one. So again, you want to determine the legitimacy of the coin based on its numbers. Does the top 10 holders hold less than 10% of the supply? Is the insider wallet percentage less than 5%? Are snipers close to 0%? If the answer to those is yes, then the coin has a high probability of being legitimate. Now, step number 4 is you want to manage risk like a pro. Making money with crypto, trading meme coins, it's actually very simple, because as long as you have most of those criteria checked when it comes to researching coins, most of those coins should do pretty well in a bull market, which we are in right now. However, the real skill to the game is once you make money, how are you going to keep it? How are you going to multiply the money you made while still minimizing the loss? Because when it comes to crypto, it's about playing the game enough times. You play the game, you multiply it, and in that process of that, you want to minimize loss as much as possible. This is why many people become millionaires and they lose it overnight, or many people make 6 figures and they turn that 6 figures back into $1,000. It happens many times because they don't have proper risk management. Now, I want to stress the importance of risk management because they are everything. Because there is no point to making money. You're going to spend all this time and all this energy trying to make money from meme coins or trading, yet you're not even going to keep most of it. And so the mistake that most people make is most people often destroy their entire portfolio in one single trade. They FOMO at the very top, or they watch their 10x gains evaporate. They did not sell on the way to the top. Now, when it comes to trading in general, not just crypto, but in any market, the whole point of being successful is you staying in the game long enough until you win big. And you cannot stay in the game long enough if you keep destroying your gains every single time. Here's a quick story back in 2021, and I've done this multiple times. I once turned 5K into multiple 6 figures. I felt invincible. I felt like I could make more. That feeling of I could make more started to take over. And then I saw of what I believed to be an opportunity, another meme coin, another hype coin in which I could multiply that 6 figures. And long story short, I risked most of it to try to multiply it, which resulted in practically losing 50 to 70% in less than a week. And of course, you have the outliers, maybe that that trade would have been successful and I would have made multi-millions. However, that's just not the case. Most of the time, your brain is going to play a lot of games with you. When you made some good profits, your brain is going to tell you all the good stuff to try to multiply that. It's going to try to brainwash you to start seeing a lot of fake opportunities that think you may win. And of course, there's a chance, but realistically, the chances of you finding a mooner again consecutively, that's actually very low. And what that lesson taught me is to size properly. You want to treat trading like a business, not as a casino. And what I mean by this is that when a good business makes money, it collects cash, it collects revenue. A smart business isn't just going to take all the money that they made and try to put it in another bet to try to multiply or explode their business. What they're going to do is they're going to take a little bit of that money they just made, that cash they collected, they're going to throw it into this bet and see how it does. And if that bet plays out properly, they profit even more. They keep that profit in their business. They build their treasure chest of cash, which allows them to make more moves in a longer time frame. And that's exactly why billion-dollar companies are able to buy up all these companies, because they have so much cash that they reserve for these moments when there's clear signs of opportunities. So that's exactly how you want to treat trading. Every time you profit, you take a little bit of that profit and you try to make a bet. If that bet doesn't work out well, okay, you didn't lose the profit that you just made. If a clear opportunity shows up, then you are ready to make that move. Not all at once, but just the right amount so that you can capitalize on that opportunity. And so that's how you manage risk like a pro. You want to treat trading like a business, not as a casino. And so here are some principles to manage your risk like a pro. You only want to risk what you can truly afford to lose. If you just profited $1,000, ask yourself, are you okay to lose all that profit? Most of you are probably going to say no because you want to make money. However, some of you will most likely risk only $100 or maybe even $500. You'll risk half of that because you're okay to lose that. You also want to diversify. So if your entire portfolio is meme coins, you're not diversified enough. If you made $1,000, you want to throw maybe 10% of that into meme coins, another 10% into AI project, another 10% into DeFi, and the rest maybe all in Bitcoin or Ethereum or Solana. Third thing is you do not want to go all in on one single play. Maybe in the past, you made a lot of money or you made your money back because you went all in on that single play, but that is called gambling. And like I said, we are not in a casino here. Technically, crypto is a casino. However, we want to maximize the chances of making money and keeping money. When traders go all in on one play, it's usually called full porting, where they think they see a huge opportunity, like a meme coin, a very hype meme coin that just launched, and they put their entire portfolio into that meme coin and hope that they get a 50% or 2x or 3x. But ask yourself, do you really want to risk your entire portfolio for a measly double? Because you can just go to the casino and do the exact same thing. So do not go all in on one play. This is literally how most traders lose their money. This is how I've lost my money in the past. Now, you also want to have exit targets before you buy. So if we take a look at Bitcoin here, I'm just going to show it as an example. If we take our long position tool, we can see here that let's say we enter here. Ideally, we want to have a risk reward ratio of 2. Let's say we want to risk $100 to make $200 back. That's a 1 to 2 risk ratio. If you want even more, then we can increase that to 1 to 4. So that means if I put in $100, I'm expecting $400 back, but I'm willing to lose $100 if that trade doesn't play out. And so this is why you want to set exit target. And I'll show you in a few minutes here how to exactly take profits. That way, let's say if you sell for a 2x, you still have some coins to sell if it goes to a 4x, a 5x, a 10x. So that's how you manage risk like a pro. Again, you want to treat trading meme coins, trading crypto as a business, not like you're in a casino. You have to be calculated on the risk that you take. Because if you bet all your cash, if you're a business, on one single thing and it doesn't play out, then you lose your entire business. You lose the thing that's feeding you. And you have to treat trading like this. If you destroy your accounts, you're going to destroy the thing that's going to feed you in the long term. Now, step 5 is you want to master your entries and exits. Most traders end up buying tops and chasing green candles, or they watch a 10x turn into break even, or they panic sell at the bottom even though they're already at a loss. However, if you're able to master your entries and exits, you can lock in profits consistently, you can remove a lot of emotion from trading, and you can let winners run even though while you're already in profit, and you can still make more gains while letting that thing run. And so here's how you do it. I made an example here, and also I was trading with a friend that was able to catch this. As you saw, he bought little bits of chunks on the way up. He saw that it dipped and he bought a little bit more, thus making his average somewhere around here, not all the way up here, but somewhere down here. Now here's what you do. You want to average in. You want to buy small chunks on the way when the market is running. And if you believe a meme coin has potential to be a winner, if it dips, then you can start buying more. So let's say you have $1,000 to risk. You want to buy in multiple chunks. You want to buy in $50 or $100 batches. That way it gives you between 10 to 20 buys, just in case if it dips and it bounces right back up, you're actually even in more profit. You also want to sell on chunks somewhere between 10 to 30% on big moves. So if the price has a massive move and runs up, start selling 10% of your bag. If it runs even harder, sell another 10% and so on. And I always have a general rule when it comes to meme coins. I will always leave somewhere between 10 to 20% of what I originally held. And that is what it's called a moon bag, because I have already profited or broken even. And if a coin does run up in some case, this usually happens happens in the peak bull runs, then I will randomly check that wallet and see, okay, wow, I profited. This is really what happens with a lot of people. So always leave a moon bag. You also want to watch for catalysts like who their partners are. You want to watch for things such as listing. And again, if you know who's following them, if you know big influencers that are following them, that could be a good sign that influencer may potentially do a collaboration with them. And lastly, you want to have a clear exit points, as I said. Find a number you're okay with, whether that's a 2x, a 3x, a 5x. Now, here's the last step. You basically want to record yourself when you're trading. And so this is usually like somewhere between an hour to 3 hours of you just staring in front of the chart and trading. You want to record yourself. You could use a software called CleanShot Pro or OBS. And while you're trading, you're pretty much talking to yourself about, all right, I found this coin. I'm going to enter this because, I'm going to exit because. Like, you're essentially talking to yourself. You're recording yourself. It's the same way as how a boxer or a football player or any athlete, they watch recordings of themselves playing because that's how they get better. If you want to be good at something, you have to watch recordings of yourself so that you could find the blind spots. You can either record yourself or you can note down exactly what you're doing, how you're feeling, why you're doing it. To be more clear about what you should ask yourself before you trade, during your trade, after you trade is, why did I enter this trade? How did you find out about this coin? What local time did you find this coin? Why did you exit the trade? What can you do better next time? And usually what will happen is if you keep doing that in a day-to-day basis or every single time you trade, you'll start to see the patterns of your profitable trades versus your losing trades. Maybe on day 7, you realize that, okay, I'm catching more winners at around this time. It depends on your time zone, really. So you start to catch those little patterns about what you're doing, when you're doing, how you're doing, why you're doing. Call this a journal if you may, because a journal, when it comes to trading, is about your journey. This is how you improve fast. Now, I've said a lot of things in this free course. Meme coins are a retailer's best shot at making some insane amount of gains, perhaps even life-changing money, if you know how to play them. I do have a free Telegram. The link is below, where I do announce some things, whether it's free videos like this, or maybe I'll just share something valuable in there. Click that link below, join the Telegram. I can't promise any alpha plays in there, but if I find something worth sharing, I'll definitely share it in the Telegram. Again, if you want to use Axiom to trade, which I recommend because everything is faster, you filter out garbage, and all the analytics are there, you can go ahead and use my referral link to sign up, or use my code when you sign up, Ken Oracle. If this video helped you, please make sure to hit the like button and smash the subscribe and drop a comment about any questions related to crypto, meme coin trading. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.